Hello, namaskar. This is CVR English, and before we roll the prime time with me, Anukriti Sharma, it's time to take a look at the headlines first. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar has stressed the need for dialogue to resolve disputes at the BRICS outreach session in Kazan. At least 95 flights of Indigo, Air India, Vistara, SpiceJet, Alliance Air and Akasa Air received bomb hoax threats. Union Defence Minister stated India and China have engaged in diplomatic and military discussions. Discussions aim to address differences along the line of actual control. 203 trains have been cancelled due to Cyclone Dana approaching the Odisha coast. CM N. Chandrababu Naidu stated railway bridge will enhance Amravati's status as a top city. At the BRICS outreach session in Russia's Kazan, External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar has stressed the need for a healthy dialogue to resolve disputes. He emphasized that agreements once reached should be followed to the letter. Prime Minister Modi has emphasized that this is not an era of war. Disputes and differences must be settled by a healthy dialogue and diplomacy. Agreements once reached must be scrupulously respected. International law should be absolutely adhered to without an exception. That's what Jaishankar has said. Watch this.
In fact, they have assumed new forms and manifestations. We see that in the access to developmental resources and modern technology and efficiencies. Let us also recognize that the benefits of globalization have been very uneven. Adding to all that, the COVID pandemic and multiple conflicts have aggravated the burdens borne by the global South. Concerns of health, food and fuel security are particularly acute. The Summit of the Future underlined that the world is in real danger of falling significantly behind in realizing SDG targets. How do we reconcile this contradiction and ensure that the benefits of change reach those who are currently left behind? How do we create a more equitable global order? First, by strengthening and expanding platforms of an independent nature, and by widening the choices in different domains and minimizing undue reliance on those that can be leveraged. This is really where BRICS can make a difference for the global South. Second, by reforming established institutions and mechanisms, especially the UN Security Council in the permanent and the non-permanent categories. So too, the multilateral development banks, whose working procedures are just as outdated as that of the UN. India initiated an effort during its G20 presidency, and we are glad to see that Brazil is taking it forward. Third, by democratizing the global economy through creating more production hubs. The COVID experience is a sharp reminder of the need for more resilient, redundant, and shorter supply chains. For essential needs, every region legitimately aspires to create their own production capabilities. Fourth, by correcting distortions in global infrastructure that are a legacy from the colonial era. The world urgently needs more connectivity options that enhance logistics and mitigate risks. This must be a collective endeavor for common good with utmost respect for territorial integrity and sovereignty. And fifth, by sharing experiences and new initiatives. India's digital public infrastructure, its unified payment interface, the Gati Shakti infrastructure all hold a larger relevance. The International Solar Alliance, the Coalition for Disaster Resilient Infrastructure, the Global Biofuel Alliance, Mission Life, and the International Big Cat Alliance are similarly initiatives of common interest. As a first responder, be it for natural calamities, health emergencies, or economic crisis, we seek to do.
Amid a state of hoax bomb threats on several flights for the past many days, at least 95 flights of Indigo, Air India, Vistara, SpiceJet, Alliance Air and Akasa Air received similar threats. With this, over 250 flights have been impacted, viewers, by these hoax threats in the last 10 days. According to the officials, 25 Akasa Air flights, 20 each from Air India, Indigo and Vistara, and 5 each from SpiceJet and Alliance Air got these bomb threats. And prior to today's incident, more than 170 flights received bomb threats, with a majority of them originating from social media platforms, interestingly. They later turned out to be hoaxes, inconveniencing thousands of passengers and creating a security headache for all the paramilitary personnel and the aviation authorities. Watch this report. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has hailed the breakthrough in resolving the long-standing border tensions between India and China along the line of actual control, or the LAC. Speaking at the Chanakya Defence Dialogue 2024, which took place in New Delhi, Singh has said that months of diplomatic as well as military talks have now led to both the nations achieving a consensus to resume the patrolling and the grazing rights in all the traditional areas. He stated, and I am quoting, "India and China have been involved in talks at both the diplomatic as well as military levels to resolve differences along the line of actual control. And following these genuine efforts, we have now reached a broad consensus to restore the ground situation based on principles of equal as well as mutual security." Unquote. That is what Singh has remarked, marking his first public remarks on this particular issue.
Chief of Defence Staff General Anil Chauhan, Chief of Army Staff General Upen Dwivedi, Air Chief Marshal A.P. Singh, Chief of Air Staff, Lieutenant General Retired Dushyant Singh, DG Class, General V.K. Singh, former Foreign Minister, Government of India, General J. Singh ji, General Naraune, former Air Chief, General Manoj Pandey, former Army Chief, Srimati Meenakshi Lehi, this is the former Minister Government of India, or all the present senior officials, distinguished speakers and guests. It is an honor for me to be present among all of you at the Chanakya Defense Dialogue today. First of all, I extend my many congratulations to the Indian Army and the Center of Land Warfare Studies for this important initiative. Before I speak on the topic given to me for today's session of the Chanakya Defense Dialogue, I would like to begin by sharing a recent significant development that underscores the importance of defense dialogues on the global stage. India and China have been involved in talks both at diplomatic and military levels to resolve their differences in certain areas along the LAC. Pursuant to the talks, broad consensus has been achieved to restore ground situation based on the principles of equal and mutual security. The consensus achieved includes patrolling and grazing to traditional areas. This is the power of engaging in continuous dialogue, because sooner or later solutions will emerge. And I think there is no better place to highlight this power of dialogue than this platform of Chanakya Defense Dialogue. Friends, the topic on which I have been asked to speak today is India's vision for development and security. I consider this is a challenge as well as an opportunity. It is a challenge because the subject is broad and multifaceted. Chief of Defence Staff General Anil Chauhan, Chief of Army Staff General Upen Dwivedi, Air Chief Marshal A.P. Singh, Chief of Air Staff, Lieutenant General Retired Dushyant Singh, DG Class, General V.K. Singh, former Foreign Minister Government of India, General J. Singh ji, General Naraune, former Air Chief, General Manoj Pandey, former Army Chief, Srimati Meenakshi Lehi, this is the former Minister Government of India, or all the present senior officials, distinguished speakers and guests. It is an honor for me to be present among all of you at the Chanakya Defense Dialogue today. First of all, I extend my many congratulations to the Indian Army and the Center of Land Warfare Studies for this important initiative. Before I speak on the topic given to me for today's session of the Chanakya Defense Dialogue, I would like to begin by sharing a recent significant development that underscores the importance of defense dialogues on the global stage. India and China have been involved in talks both at diplomatic and military levels to resolve their differences in certain areas along the LAC. Pursuant to the talks, broad consensus has been achieved to restore ground situation based on the principles of equal and mutual security. The consensus achieved includes patrolling and grazing to traditional areas. This is the power of engaging in
Viewers, cyclones are natural disasters which can be catastrophic. And considering the recent cyclone Dana, 203, at least 203 trains have been cancelled and flights have also been hit hard by the cyclone Dana, which is now approaching the Odisha coast. Heavy rainfall, gutsy winds and turbulent sea conditions were reported in Odisha as well as West Bengal, according to authorities in both the states. And these authorities in the two states were racing against time to evacuate lakhs and lakhs of people from several coastal regions before cyclone Dana's expected landfall tonight. According to the Indian Meteorological Department, or the IMD, the cyclone Dana, which has intensified into a severe cyclonic storm now with wind speeds likely to reach up to 120 kilometers per hour, is now threatening to impact nearly half of Odisha's population, with West Bengal expected to witness extremely heavy to very heavy rainfall today as well as tomorrow.
The people of the nearby area for the upcoming cyclone, we are ready, and we have our own teams that are guarding the bird temporary camps. We have made them alert, and our staff have been made alert. All the leaves have been cancelled by district administration. No one is advised to no one is allowed to leave headquarters. So we are on patrol. We are doing sufficient patrolling, and wherever there is any incident relating to human life or property or any wildlife incident, we will promptly address the issue, and we have sufficient teams. As you know, we have 21 teams for bird monitoring. So we have told all the teams, including our own staff, to be ready with all required implements so that any untoward situation can be addressed immediately. And we have also made the people of the nearby areas aware of the effects of the possible effects of cyclone, and the control room numbers as issued by the district administration have also been spread widely by our staff to the remotest corner. And we have also our own control room number. Whatever happens, we will also promptly address relating to wildlife. And we will also take the help of veterinary department in case of any wildlife issue. Relating to birds, will definitely seek their own shelter when there will be a storm or any cyclonic effect. So everything is in place. Above all, we have also requested the divisional manager OFDC, Odisha Forest Development Corporation.
Let's take a look at the Bharatiya Janata Party's candidate list for the Uttar Pradesh by-elections now. The BJP has released the list of 7 candidates for the upcoming UP by-elections. The Metropolitan Bharatiya Janata Party President Sanjeev Sharma has been given the ticket from Ghaziabad. Anuj Yadav will now be contesting from the Karhal seat. Deliberations on the Kanpur seat, Mirzapur seat is likely to go to the RLD. Take a look. Meanwhile, Karun Mehra, who happens to be a member of the Uttarakhand Congress and the police clearance certificate, held a meeting regarding the upcoming by-poll elections for the Kedarnath Assembly. Now, during this meeting, viewers, strategies were discussed to strengthen the party's campaign and to also effectively address the concerns of the local voters. Mehra has emphasized the importance of engaging with the community and has highlighted the party's commitment to improving the overall region's development. The meeting also aimed to mobilize support and to ensure a strong presence in the election, reflecting the party's determination to represent the interests of the Kedarnath constituents.
हमारे वहाँ मेंबरान हैं या जो हमारे पदाधिकारी हैं, उनमें इतना उत्साह है कि हर आदमी सोचता है कि मैं जीत जाऊंगा, और ये तभी होता है जब टिकट की मारामारी तब होती है जब माहौल ठीक होता है। वहाँ कांग्रेस का माहौल है, क्योंकि
उम्मीदवार हैं, कई उम्मीदवार हैं, यहाँ भी कई आवेदक घूम रहे हैं। आलोक बागमारे जैसे कई लोग हैं जो कह रहे हैं कि हम चुनाव लड़ने को इच्छुक हैं। क्या
देखिए, ये शो करता है कि कांग्रेस मजबूत है और कांग्रेस के सारे जो हमारे वहाँ मेंबरान हैं या जो हमारे पदाधिकारी हैं उनमें इतना उत्साह है कि हर आदमी सोचता है कि मैं जीत जाऊंगा। और ये तभी होता है जब टिकट की मारामारी तब होती है जब माहौल ठीक होता है। वहाँ कांग्रेस का माहौल है, क्योंकि केदारनाथ केवल आस्था का सवाल नहीं है हमारे लिए, वो केवल धर्म का सवाल नहीं है, वो हमारी रोजी रोटी भी है। चारधाम यात्रा से 3-4 महीने लोग खूब मेहनत करते हैं और उससे जो आमदनी होती है उससे 12 महीने अपने घर को, परिवारों को चलाने का काम करते हैं। लेकिन इस सरकार के आने के बाद से लगातार व्यापार घटा है, वहां की रोजी रोटी में चोट पहुंची है। और जिस तरीके से बुराड़ी में केदारनाथ मंदिर का प्रतिरूपी बनाने की कोशिश की गई और मुख्यमंत्री खुद उसमें आए और ये कहा कि वही चीज यहाँ भी मिलेगी जिससे वहां के लोगों को नुकसान होना था, तो उसमें हम लोगों ने यात्रा निकाली कि उसके विरोध में वो इनको रोकना पड़ा। और आज 5 मंत्रियों की ड्यूटी बीजेपी वहां लगा रही है। इसका मतलब वो डरी भी है, घबराई भी है और इसीलिए वहां माहौल कांग्रेस के पक्ष में है, इसीलिए टिकट की मारामारी है। 2-3 दिन के अंदर आज हमारी एक बैठक हुई है और अभी कुछ लोगों से हमने दूरभाष पर बात भी करनी है एंड विल सी क्या करना। नहीं, उत्तराखंड को लेकर नहीं, आज झारखंड को लेकर थी।
Former Union Minister and retired Army Chief General V.K. Singh has expressed his views on the recent India-China border agreement, calling it an important, significant and a positive development. Singh has praised the success of Indian diplomats in achieving an agreement that had been pending for quite some time, highlighting its importance in the realm of diplomacy. Singh has further noted that while the agreement pertains to disengagement and patrolling, the specific modalities still need to be worked out through the upcoming meetings. He has also emphasized that this initial decision is a positive step and it also contributes to creating a favorable atmosphere for a healthy dialogue between both the nations. Singh believes that this environment will now also facilitate discussions on mutually beneficial matters, fostering stronger ties and a cooperation moving forward.
सेना डिसएंगेजमेंट का एक राजनयिक स्तर के ऊपर एक फैसला लिया गया है, एक उसके बारे में समझौता हुआ है। डिसएंगेजमेंट का के समझौते का मतलब ये नहीं कि सबको एकदम से सब कुछ बदल जाएगा, वो सेना उधर चली जाएगी, वो ऐसे नहीं होता जमीन के ऊपर। मैं सिर्फ यही कहूंगा, धैर्य रखिए, बहुत अच्छी शुरुआत है। आगे क्या होता है वो आगे के आने वाले दिनों में पता चलेगा। देखिए, डिसएंगेजमेंट का एक राजनयिक स्तर के ऊपर एक फैसला लिया गया है, एक उसके बारे में समझौता हुआ है। अब उसके नट और बोल्ट जो है वो जमीन पर जो लोग हैं वो निकालेंगे, उनके बीच में मीटिंग्स होंगी दोनों सेना के लोगों के बीच में, और इस चीज को कैसे अमली जामा पहनाना है वो उसके अंदर निकाला जाएगा। दूसरी चीज ये समझने की है कि डिसएंगेजमेंट का के समझौते का मतलब ये नहीं कि सबको एकदम से सब कुछ बदल जाएगा, वो सेना उधर चली जाएगी, वो ऐसे नहीं होता जमीन के ऊपर। बहुत चीजें हैं जो कि जो सेना के अधिकारी हैं वहां पर, जो सेना के अधिकारी उस हिस्से में जो हिस्सा लेंगे वो अपने तरीके से, ताकि अपने देश की जो एक सरहद जिसको हम मानकर चलते हैं उसके ऊपर कोई चीज ऐसी ना हो जो देश के लिए हित में ना हो, वो सब चीजें की जाएंगी। तो मैं सिर्फ यही कहूंगा, धैर्य रखिए, बहुत अच्छी शुरुआत है। आगे क्या होता है वो आगे के आने वाले दिनों में पता चलेगा। लेकिन इस सकारात्मकता के साथ दोनों देश के राष्ट्राध्यक्षों के बीच में एक सकारात्मक वातावरण बना है जिससे कि वो बातचीत कर सके।
In the meantime, Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu has also announced central cabinet approval of the construction of a new railway line from Amravati spanning almost 57 kilometers. Union Railway Minister Ashwini Vaishnav further announced that this project will be undertaken at a whopping cost of rupees 2,245 crores. The new railway line will now connect Erupalam to Nambaru, facilitating direct access from Amravati to Hyderabad, Chennai as well as Kolkata. This new development further aims to enhance connectivity between South India and the northern regions of the country. The route will also key through key locations including Amaralingeshwar Swami Temple, the Amaravati Stupa, Dhyan Buddha and the Undavali Caves. It will also connect Machilipatnam, Krishnapatnam and the Kakinada ports. The railway construction is also expected to generate about 1.9 million days of employment for the workers in the region, and additionally, measures for pollution control will also be implemented, including the planting of about 2.5 million trees and the construction of 3.2 kilometer bridge over the Krishna River.
Connectivity. First of all, we are thanking Honorable Prime Minister for sanctioning railway line to Amaravati. As on today, Vijayawada Guntur is covered. It is going on the other side of the city. Now with this connectivity, Amaravati is connected to all other cities in the country, all capitals. Either Chennai or Hyderabad or Bangalore or Kolkata and various cities or various capitals, it is going to connect. And also it is 57 kilometers distance. It is nearly 2,245 crores. They are going to complete within 4 years' time. Even across Krishna River, it is looking very beautiful. Honorable Railway Minister Sri Ashwini Vaishnav Garu, I am requesting you, make it a iconic bridge, railway bridge. It will go a long way. Because in Amaravati we are working one of the best city in the country itself. It is a new capital. And also city is developing, shaping very well, and also central government has supported for finance and so many ways. I really appreciate central government and thanking central government, particularly especially Narendra Modi ji. Very short time you are able to take to the cabinet. Cabinet also sanctioned immediately. First of all, we are thanking Honorable Prime Minister.
Viewers, the Telangana government has also shared some good news for the Singareni workers ahead of the upcoming Deepavali festival. Deputy Chief Minister Battivikramarka has announced that the government will provide a festive bonus to the workers with a total of rupees 358 crores. Yes, that's 358 crore Indian rupees already being released for this effort. Bhatti also mentioned that the funds will be credited to the workers' accounts by the morning of the upcoming Friday. And each worker is set to receive a bonus of 93,750 rupees. This announcement has been met with enthusiasm from both Singareni workers as well as the labour unions in the state. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to wrap up the prime time with me. But before we do that, it's time to take a look at the headlines once again. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar has stressed the need for a dialogue to resolve disputes at the BRICS outreach session in Russia. At least 95 flights of Indigo, Air India, Vistara, SpiceJet, Alliance Air and Akasa Air received bomb hoax threats. Union Defence Minister has stated India and China have engaged in diplomatic and military discussions, and these aim to address differences along the line of actual control. "203 trains have been cancelled due to the cyclone Dana approaching the Odisha coast. CM N. Chandrababu Naidu stated railway bridge will enhance Amravati's status as a top city. And that brings me to the wrap of this prime time with me, Anukriti Sharma. I shall catch up with all of you once again tomorrow at 7 p.m. Till then, keep watching CVR English for more news and updates.